Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back again. Glad you guys are here with us. Every time we come on, we're very grateful that you guys have chosen to come in and listen to what we have to say. Hopefully, you find that it's valuable, some of the things that we're trying to put out in the NFT space. We're learning just like everybody else is learning. You know, we've definitely done some fantastic things within the NFT space. Many of you guys know we talk about it all the time on our show. As far as hey, keep looking into NFTs, keep researching, keep trying to find new projects that are out there that are moving. But again, you know, we've been doing this for still over a year. We say the same thing every time, and we are still excited. I think each day we get more and more excited because as you start seeing some of the projects, you're like, oh man, I remember when they said that they were going to do this, and then some of the projects you're in, they're actually doing some of the things that they said they were going to do. But again, we're very, very early within the NFT space, so it's not too late for you. So don't think that you're ever coming in. It's like, oh man, it's already too late. Everything has already moved. No, trust me. Every day there's another 20 or 50 projects that's dropping every single day. And that's where it takes the time for you as far as, you know, going in and doing your research. But once again, I am Tiala Kid and I'm excited you guys are here with us again. We look forward to trying to share with you what we have for you this evening.
Yes, and as you say, I'm Jessica Richardson. I'm glad you guys are here to enjoy another night with us to learn some more about NFTs and some of the things that are going on in the current market. And so I've been doing, like you said, we've been doing about a year and a half, and hopefully you guys have had a chance to watch some of our previous videos and get a little more of an introduction on us. But we're glad to be here and try to give you guys some knowledge on some of the stuff that we've learned with investing in the NFTs over the last year and change.
Yeah, we need to keep somebody who said hashtag NFT addicts. I agree.
That's right.
I 1,000% agree. I think we'd be so excited. Yeah, if y'all could just see us like during the day, y'all would like y'all talk about NFT stuff like sometimes we do. I know it's sad, but sometimes we'd be on the phone and be like, "Did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see this? Did you see that? Did you read that? Did you read that?"
All day.
all day. And so, like I said, but it's exciting because, like I said, again, when you see some of the stuff that's coming out, and you're like, it's actually the pieces are being put together. And then, you know, when you see other people who are around you, when they've actually gotten into some of the projects that, you know, that you've been talking about, and they're winning, you're like, wow, this can be life changing for a lot of people. You know, if you put the time in and you come in and you learn about this particular space, it's definitely one of those things that can be life changing. And not to say that, hey, you're going to get in here and instantly you're going to be like, oh, you're going to turn $20 to $2,000. I'm not saying none of that. I don't have none. I'm not saying none of those things.
It does happen, but she's not saying it. Don't just
wait.
We don't think every project happens like that.
Yep. I know earlier when I posted about the VeVe thing, I think this morning, I think it was about 9:00 when I posted on the Facebook group, I was talking about, you know, just, you know, the thing of people paying $6.99 for one of the Spider-Man VeVe drops. And literally, it wasn't even an hour later. The lowest price on those was $4,100. That's within an hour's time. It's like when you start calculating how long does it take me if I have a job to go to work, and how many hours does that make? Is that for a week of pay, or is that for a month of pay that you could have made something like that? And again, these things are selling out faster and faster. I promise you, if you hit the wrong button, when you get there, it's over.
Over.
It is literally over.
Yep.
I got one today.
Yep. So you're lucky to get one now, not even two. Can't even circle back around.
I was sitting there like, oh man, I think Betsy on one. She was like, I think I hit the wrong button. I think she ended up getting. I don't remember what she even got. She got a comment or what she ended up getting. I was like, well, you better be happy because if you hit, I'm serious. If you hit the wrong button or you're not on the right screen when them bad boys drop, it's over. So don't think you're gonna get into 801 or 801 with 3 seconds. It's over. It's already over. So let me just get started. Let me share my screen real quick, and we'll get to some of the topics and stuff that we have a lot to talk about tonight. So let me get started here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. We've been talking about Penelope. I think we've been talking with you guys, even sharing with you as far as, hey, this was a project that we still definitely think is with Carlini. Carlini is still doing some fantastic things with the Penelope cats. And so if you've been paying attention to your wallet today, you would have noticed that you did get your airdrop. He's been talking about getting the airdrop. You did get your airdrop for these hoodie cats. This is another airdrop. Someone literally has 3 of them. And like for me, like I said, as far as I do have multiple cats, but at the same time, sometimes you don't put I'll keep telling you security type things. Don't try to put all of your NFTs in the same wallet. It's just some people try to do it. Some people do it. That's your choice. I'm just telling you, for me personally, one of those ones, as far as if you can try to separate some of your stuff, try to separate in case you ever get hacked or anything like that. But again, this was an airdrop that if you own the cat for the first airdrop, again, every month, you're going to be getting an airdrop from Penelope's. It's doing fantastic stuff. So $266. Will it stay at $266? Just don't know. It could go up. I will tell you. I think didn't we share the video, Jessica?
Yes, day? We have shared the video on YouTube. Yes.
So yeah. So the video said, unless you know what you're selling, don't be over here selling. So, trust me, this person probably has more cats than just the 3. I promise you probably have more than the 3 cats. So if they are selling, like I said, I'm not telling you not to sell, but know what you're selling if you decide that's something that you want to do for the airdrops that you're receiving from some of the projects. Okay. So that's good stuff there. All righty. Here we go again.
Oh, yep. Another top sale. 769 ETH Bored Ape sold for was that 2 million, or how much? Do you have a breakdown?
It's so it was 769. So I'm just going to go to Ethereum chart. 769 Ethereum is what the Bored Ape sold for. $2.3 million. You heard it right. This right here sold for $2.3 million. Actually, let's see if I can go back to it real quick. I'm going to go back if I can go to Twitter real quick. Okay, so again, these things, this was posted the 29th to $2.3 million. And so and everybody's thinking like, oh, these things will never sell for this kind of money. It sold for that kind of money. I'm gonna show you the status. Yeah, let me show you why it's sold. Because you can remember when crypto, everything's on the blockchain, so you can't be one of them fake people who like, because I know people who trade, and you'd be like, you see them a trade, and they'd be like, oh, look at blue screen, look at all my blue screens, look at all the money I made. You'd be like, but can you show us the red part of your screen? Yeah. This is on the blockchain. This is like it's gonna show. If you say, well, I made $1 million on that particular thing, everybody can go back to the blockchain and they will look at your transaction and be like, well, nah, you lied. You didn't really sell that. This one, same Bored Ape. If you come down here on the transaction, on the trade history, you'll see 769 a day ago. A day ago. 769. But what I really want to show you.
Well, they bought it. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Before that, you see that sell 42 ETH?
42. Somebody bought it
sells it for 769.
Yeah. So let's do their numbers. Let's do it. So they sold it for 42. They bought it for 42.
And that's what the price of current ETH. ETH might have been higher at the time or lower, but
so 126,000.
And all it took is some more time to hold it.
126,000. I hadn't even looked at that one since you said it. I guess we hopefully this ain't you and we looking at all your stuff on the blockchain. But if it is, congratulations. That's so right. Again, 3 months ago they bought it for 42. 3 months ago, they just made how much? No, that's, oh wow, 2 point something $1 million,
Yeah.
2.2
No,
million
it's
dollars.
700 something million. 700.
Well, no, the other guy they bought it for 2.2 million. They only paid like
Oh,
100,000. So
oh, you talking
2.2,
about the first one?
it's
Yes.
it's crazy when you start looking at what some of these people have bought some of these things for, and whoever bought it from this one before, they minted it. So was the mint price 0.07 or 0.08?
Yes.
Yeah. Go figure. That quick. And he's already, I mean, not that he's even considering selling, but he do have offers already on the table for 41. Nobody's selling after buying it for $2 million. I'll tell you what, they'll probably have some ideas on how they're going to use this Bored Ape to monetize it and to make some more money. But check this out, even with the dude that just bought it. So we're going to look at what he bought. Let's look at him. I'm going to show y'all. This is crazy, but look. This is the same person. Okay. Let's just go. Oops, I didn't mean to make that. How do I make that smaller? Ooh, how did I make that?
Zoomed out.
I know, but I'm on my Mac, so I'm trying to.
Oh.
Let me see. Here we go. Oops, that didn't do it either. Massey might have to help me. Oh, there it goes. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, I think it's covered. All right. I hope I did. Y'all know if I mess up the tech, y'all gonna be in trouble for a minute till we can figure this bad boy out. What did I do? I zoomed something. Pinch in. Okay, Massey trying to give me hand signals. Y'all gonna have to pray for a sister. Let me go off camera real quick.
Oh yeah, it's going down over there.
Hold on, let me go off camera real quick.
Full screen. But yeah, she's gonna go over some information that's showing you how basically when you're looking at wallets, who's buying in those wallets, who's selling from those wallets, and even some of the stuff they still have in those wallets. It's easy to track everything on the blockchain. So that's currently what she's gonna go over once she does fix the computer over on that side. It'll give it a good breakdown of showing you what people do hold. You don't want to follow everything they hold because some stuff is sent to their wallets. And so it is important not just to go to a wallet and think that everything in it is a winner. People do strategically send stuff to good wallets so that they can even promote or advertise their stuff and make it look like that person may have even bought that item. And so it's different ways that you can, even as a artist, try to do stuff to put your item in important wallets. So, but this guy did sell his, and I believe he's going to show that he did have quite a bit of other items in his wallet.
Yeah, let's just go see. We're gonna help. We're gonna look and see. So his Bored Apes, where they at?
She own them.
I was like, I looked at this earlier and I was like, oh my goodness.
You're gonna be over here stalking people. They don't even know they being stalked.
Did that say 56? 56 Bored Apes.
And look at them prices.
Machi Big Brother. Oh my goodness.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Just thought we should share this with you so you can see how
many. Amazing.
He has 56 in his wallet.
I ain't even mad at him.
This is beautiful. If you are this person, congratulations. You did fantastic. I mean, congratulations.
That is awesome. That's what I'm saying. Just to know the mint price of 500, 700, 1,000. I don't care if you even go to 10 ETHs. Just to know that this is life change. This is everything.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Machi Big Brother, congratulations. That's awesome. That's really, really, really good. And wow. You'll see he has offers for 41 ETH on some of these. This is gonna be like
a walkway. Yeah.
This is a good one because of all the traits and stuff it probably has. But you see 56 Bored Apes. He just bought one for $2 million. You think he getting out the game, or you think he might know something? If he already has 56 and he just paid another $2 million, over $2 million for another one, he's probably going to be doing, or she is probably going to be doing. She is probably going to be doing some big things. We're gonna say this is a lady right here. This is a lady because this is how we be thinking about these things. So to my sister, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you own all of these.
It's a female. Yeah, that's what we're gonna speak to exist.
We need to start putting some females in some of this stuff because some of us are doing some things over here too. But this is awesome. I do really like this. So again, this is just to show you the potential. This is someone who saw the vision probably very early on, or may not have seen it early on, but you can see they see the potential of where this could be going. And so they may be doing some long-term investing, which again, we keep telling you guys, sometimes holding longer term is very, very important. I shouldn't say it's very important for me. Holding longer term is very important for me because I feel like there's a lot of opportunity you miss when you're coming in and all you're doing is just flipping and coming and flipping and if you have to start that way, but try not to stay that way. Try to get some things to where you can stay in them for a little bit of time, whether that can be a month or 2 months. Because literally, I think some of these Bored Apes at the beginning when they were like $800, March, April, May timeframe. I can't remember what timeframe. That time frame, you went from that price to where the current price is at right now. And I haven't even, let's see what the current price of Bored Apes are. I think it was like 38 ETH or something. So 39 ETH is the current floor price on Bored Apes. That's big. Again, from what price people paid for these originally, 39 ETH is not something to just say, oh, that's just 39 ETH. That's only like $117,000. That's it. That's it. So again, that's good stuff. Dog, I didn't know he had 56. I miscounted earlier. I didn't see all the other ones. I must have not made to the bottom of the wallet.
That part.
But again, congrats on that. Okay, so that's that.
Oh yes, NFT investors spent $170,000 on a CryptoPunk to flex online. It's like wearing the Rolex in real life. So as you guys do know, a lot of people that are like even heavy in this fashion design, like even like Artifact Studio and stuff, they are making a digital like statement. If that's the first fashion design, that's going to be one. Here he has his CryptoPunk, or was it a CryptoPunk, right?
CryptoPunk.
Yeah, so CryptoPunk. And so by your status, everybody cares about, a lot of people care about their dress, the way they look, the way they appear, what they have, by what they purchase and what they ride around in. And, that's just how it is. So digital assets are going to be another way for people to flex. You just having this as your profile picture lets somebody know that you have money, what status you are, if you're 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure, what you have in your wallet. Your assets are going to start defining you and show you who you are, what you have. So a lot of people are about flexing what they do have. And so that is one of the things that is going on with the CryptoPunks, or even like the Bored Apes. If you see them on their Twitter page, they have they are so important and they're valuable. They know that you have basically money. You may not even have that money because you may not even be liquid. You may only have that one asset, but you can cash out on that asset and of course, get those funds. But it is a way for people to flex. Digital assets will be a way that identifies you. It is connected to you. It will say what you do have, specifically even in the metaverse, how people will be going into the games, what you appear, what you're wearing, name brand, not name brand. It is really... it does weigh heavily. A lot of people are. It's something. It's really important, I should say, to people about how they do appear in the metaverse or even online.
And I think as far as you're talking about, even some of the way NFTs are even changing in the sense that I think a lot of people, even in the NFT space now, you're kind of torn because you're like, I want to sell, but I don't want to sell, but I could use the capital to invest some more into NFTs. There's a lot coming out. There's some things that are already out there to where you can go out and you can take loans on your NFTs. That way you don't have to necessarily sell your NFTs, but at the same time, if you don't pay, they're going to take your NFTs. It is all in the blockchain. It's like, okay, day 20 came, you said you didn't pay. They don't take no, can you give me an extension? They don't do none of those things. It's like, okay, the 20th day, you better be paying like on day 16, 17, just in case you have a problem with the transaction clearing. Promise you. But those are different avenues, again, as far as, a lot of things as far as how the NFT is changing to where you can, again, go out and take out loans on your NFTs. But that's something, like I said, a whole nother topic that we're not talking about tonight, because that's more of a, you definitely need to know what you're doing. You need to know how to research sites and so forth for that. And that's something that for me, like I said, I'm still researching, because again, you have to be careful on which sites you're putting your stuff on. Just like people close in real life in business and they go bankrupt, crypto just disappeared. They don't even go bankrupt. They just be like, we gone. We never really even existed.
Yep, they'll do a rug pull on you. Yep, and
They'll
it's like she's saying, it's really important to invest in companies that you know aren't going to do those rug pulls. And so, like even with us, when we could bring out stuff to you guys with Dapper Labs or Animoca Brands and other people that are in the industry, we know that they're not going to do a rug pull. So when you're looking at some of these NFTs, you do have to realize some of the ones that are on the like crypto exchange, they can do rug pulls. Just like in any type of industry, someone could lie and take your money, but it is you that do have to do a lot of that research and behind who's in it, who's maybe partnering into it. So it does fall back on you to know a lot of that information to just make sure you do your own research in the projects you are investing in. And only risk what you can lose.
Only risk what you can lose. Like that. Seriously, that's serious. Okay. All right.
Yes. Conex public games, a public sale game, question mark. And so like when we've been talking about artifact, I guess a lot of people, if you're not looking into all the people behind them or the people attached, co-founders and stuff, you wouldn't connect a lot of the dots. But even from a lot of the people that are working the behind scenes, they've already had their background in skins or gaming. They have experience in it. They've done a lot of design into it. And so with artifacts, they're going to be one of the ones that are the leading in fashion design for digital assets, especially clothes. Some of the clothes they even drop on their sites here and there. They said today they haven't even released 1% of the wearables that you put on in the games. So this is another drop, a hint. They do little hints all the time, so you can't put everything together. You're not sure what it is, but when you do start seeing this CloneX public sale game, you're like, your wheels start running. And you're like, well, what or who?
I'm trying to find them. I don't know where to go just yet. But if they got a token, I'm in.
Yes.
They got a coin, I'm in. But I think because, like I said, I think even with the game, I'll click up here. I think sometimes again when we're talking about even with the games and how all these games are coming out, there's a lot of money to be made in the games within the crypto space. Simply because again, like if let's say artifacts comes out and they do a game and they have skins or they have the avatars within some of their games. If you buy the avatar and you get tired of it, you can then still sell it. That's the difference of how these things are maneuvering. It's not like your kid's gonna be like, well, we're just gonna throw that one into that game in the trash. No, trust me, somebody else gonna want your skin for that game or your clothing for that game. After you get tired, you're like, I'm tired of dressing up like that.
Well, even to add to that, that's why they put even numbers on how many the scarcity created. If it's only 20,000 of them and 1 million players or 200 million, 300 million players, it's like there's only 20,000 that creates the scarcity, drives the price up. And even some of the stuff they're building on with the real engines, like there are so many things in the background that they are doing that if you don't follow a lot of the different people that are connected to this, you're not going to pick up all the dots. But the real engine that they even are building on, the way that even some of that stuff allows characters to look so humanoid on some of the stuff, it's like they're working on it, they're building it out. Some of that only content our creators have access to, so we don't even know that they're some of the stuff that they're advanced and working on. So a lot of stuff is happening in the background with this one, but this one is going to be leading. I mean, they have gaming background already and fashion design also. You merge those two things, it's a whole nother ball game. So pay attention. The Artifacts is out there doing a lot of stuff. Like I say, little hints here and there, but just reading it and knowing some of the stuff that's out, the millions and billions of dollars that's in the gaming industry, even for the last decade, that are going into games. If you're doing the research, you know how much money is getting poured into the gaming industry. And so having been able to own those assets in those games now is life-changing. It's so valuable.
So there is more and more and more. I can't wait for the shoes. So I don't know when the shoes are going to be coming out for the shoes. But if like I said, we're just looking and reading. We're not saying that we have heard or anything, nothing like that. It could just be a quote or something that they're putting out on their Twitter. But trust me, we trying to read into the quotes. We try to figure out like, okay, who said that? Why they say that? So don't just take when you just see tweets, start doing a little bit more investigating and saying, hey, you know what? This is actually something that should be looked at a little further. Something I need to put on my radar. Somebody I need to be following on Twitter. hint, hint. If you're on this, if you hear us, make sure you're following Artifacts. I promise you, there's a lot of information that's on there that you can definitely get.
And they said someone it's going to be launched on Let's Go. I have to look a little more into that, but that's some good information. The recon, it's something else. The recon though.
Oh, they're asking us, are we in Let's Go? Okay, I reckon they will be.
No,
okay, gotcha. I don't know, but we're gonna look since we put it out there.
I'm trying to make sure. It be so spread out, something like
right there.
I know one of the I think one of the names of the people that I do follow does have that Let's Go. So I was like, I thought it was one of the person's name, but we're gonna look.
Yeah.
Make sure.
We appreciate the hit, man. We're gonna go down that rabbit hole. So if y'all hear something, y'all make sure y'all let us know. We hear something, we'll be out here to talk to it about it. But again, I think trying to find out some of these some information is is very, very important as you're coming through the NFT space. Very, 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 very good project. All right. Okay. Remember, Tops.
Oh, yes. That's right.
All right, Tops is going to be coming out on the 4th. Just make sure they're coming out with more baseball cards. So if you have not paid attention to that, you can definitely go on. The last ones did sell out. Do your own research as far as looking into some of the projects for the card packs and so forth. But again, the standard pack is going to be $15. The premium is going to be $150. And most of the time, you're going to find that in for the new people. When the packs come out, you're going to find that most of the time they'll have 2 different series. One just means if you're paying a little higher, you're going to probably either get some more rare type cards or some type of epic type card or legendary, a chance to get some of those. So just look at this. We did share this with you guys, so make sure you can look at this and put this on your calendar so that if you want to buy any baseball cards, you'll definitely have those available to you. Okay, all right, good stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm talking a lot, Jessica. I'm gonna let you talk just Infinity Labs. We talked about this the other day. I think on one of our other calls. This particular project, it seems like it's still trying to get some traction. And again, I think there's a variation because some people on Twitter were talking about the Solano and how Solano's not doing some things with some NFT. Okay, I'm not the expert. I'm not the techie person. I can just tell you but I can't calculate numbers. So I can calculate numbers pretty good. This one sold out. I mean, it sold out like very, very fast. It was a matter of it came up and then it ended up it was sold out. The floor on some of these, just wanted to show you this. So remember, I think people came in and they paid 2.5 SOL. So let me just go to SOL real quick so I can show you. This is on Tuesday. They came in and they paid 2.5. And remember, you got to understand, the price of SOL has kind of gone up a little bit. It was a little bit lower the other day, but hypothetically today, if they had come in and paid $355 for any of the Infinity project, the floor today, the low on any of the Infinity project right now is 15 SOL. This is the lowest price. Is there any other ones? It's 15 to 15.1 SOL. So meaning if you bought this on Tuesday for $355, if you wanted to just say, hey, you know what, I just want to sell right now. I don't have a rare one, or I don't have anything that's that seems to be pretty good. I want to sell it for my 15 SOL. You can come here and say from $355 and you sell it for 15 SOL. That's $2,100. So you would at least make $1,600, $1,700 in a couple of days on this particular buy. Again, this does not happen like every single day. These things, I think, because of their graphics, and when I was telling you, the graphics is what caught my eye. When I heard their music beat that they had with it and how everything flowed really well, and how if you put a couple of these together, how they can turn into another different type of NFT. That's like intriguing. When you see graphics like this, and especially if you see graphics like this in the game, pay attention to the game. I promise you, pay attention to the game, because it's one of those ones where you're like, this could be a very good project. Can it still go to zero? It could. But right now, if you wanted to take your money and run, you could sell it for 15 SOL and you could be done with it. There's different, you can look at if you own any of these. And I think I own, did I write one of my numbers down? I wrote one of my numbers down somewhere on this paper. So if I owned, let's say this, I own 359, something like that. I own like art print number 359. So the floor has gone up. Okay. That's a beautiful thing right there. Okay. So the floor on this particular one would be 38 SOL. So if I own this one of these pictures here, I could say, okay, I'm going to come on and not to say, and again, you got to remember, does not mean that this is going to sell if I put it up for sale. So I want to be very clear. I want you guys to think that, oh, every time I put something up for sale, that's going to actually go to sell instantly. But if I said, okay, today I want to just try to come in and try to sell it, if I wanted to be the lowest person on here, which I'm going to tell you, if you knew, stop coming in and messing up the floor. The floor is 38.
Yeah, they'll come in.
They'll come in at 20.
27.
You mess up the floor. Shoot. All right, but I do understand some people need to sell, so I'm not telling you not to but just watch the numbers because you don't need to leave all the money on the table, but you do want to leave some money on the table for other people. But hypothetically, you could come in and you say, okay, I'm going to sell this for let's just say if you just said you want to sell it for 38 sold. That would be the difference. You paid almost $300 some dollars, so that's almost a $5,000 swing that you could make on buying a particular. Like I said, it's you don't know which one you're going to get when you're buying these. It's like they all end up dropping to your wallet. You buy them and then you get a random one. So hypothetically, again, you start looking at some of these projects when you're trying to invest smaller money. This is how you start gaining or making more money in the NFT space. You look at projects that you think are going to be good, especially if you can get in at mint price, which was 2.5 sold. And now you can see that there's potential that you have already to where if you wanted to come in and sell at 38 sold, you could make almost $5,000.
Right, and even they can't do the 38, at least they can see it also last sold for 10 sold. So it's still.
Yep. So this person here, so what she's saying is that this person here bought this for 10 sold. This person, so I'm glad you said that, Jessica. So that's good. So let's say this person here, we'll look at this one. Let's say they didn't get on the drop for 2.5 sold. Let's say it sold out instantly. They didn't get it. So when everything came on the market, someone who bought it for 2.5 sold put it up for 8.8, and they were like, great. They still made probably over $1,000 that day by flipping this particular piece of art. But after they bought it for 8.8, they put it up for 88 sold. So let me just show you the numbers. I'm trying to be visual too. So 8.8, they paid $1,252, and then they put it back up for 88 sold. Y'all see that number? How it changed to did you see that? Like 125,000 from 8.8, $1,252. He just added another zero to 88. That's not a bad payday if he only got 50. I'm sorry. That's 12,000. He would make 12,000. I don't want to say 100. I'm sorry, I said 100. It was $12,000. Okay, but again, you see the difference. He paid $1,200 for it. He's trying to take $1,200 and turn it into $12,000, like in days. This was on Tuesday. We're on Thursday, so 2 days ago. $1,000 investment to $12,000. That's the difference of how this thing can change for you fairly fast when you're looking at the crypto space. So sorry, I did say 125, but that's 12,000. Okay, but again, a very, very good payday for buying an NFT for less than $300 or $400.
That's right.
Okay, so just wanted to show you that.
Oh yeah. So the DC fandom came out saying that they're going to be dropping some NFTs. They have like Super World, Wonder Woman, and those type of superhero or action figure. We did drop a link, which is going to be the DCFandom.com. Also on the Facebook page, we probably can also drop that here. It was, if you sign up, you were entitled to the free NFT. I believe they're going to have you sign up for one, and then another one to get it. You have to tweet about it to also be entitled to it. So it is just about signing up for it. It is going to be in 15 days. So they probably will send something to your email letting you know how to go ahead and obtain some of those NFTs. But this is going to be the first one of the DC that they actually are having for their fandom. And you don't know yet which kind of NFT, who you're getting or anything, but it is simple to just sign up for that. If you are interested in certain type of action heroes or the DC brand, you are able to go ahead and come over to this website and sign up for it to be entitled to their first NFT drop. And it's just a DC X NFT drops there. So. But yeah, if you are into some of those action heroes, go ahead and go to the DCFandom.com and sign up with your email, and they'll let you know exactly how you can go ahead and get those NFTs.
I think Massey also put it over there in the chat for some.
Oh, awesome!
Something's good.
Thank you.
All right, good stuff.
Okay. Let's just see. Oh, the second drop we have the 007 coming up and the La Bit Series 2. And so sometimes it's hard for you to get the comments. It's going to be hard to get absolutely anything now that they have They reward you for master sets. They reward you for having secret rare or ultra rare. They reward you for like everything right now. So a lot of people are any item that's coming out, they're just coming in and buying it up. So there will be the 007, the first one that is going to be with the MGM Productions for the movie 007. I do not see any price yet. Do not know if those are going to be 50, 250. Don't know the rarity or yet. Does it say how many they are dropping? Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay, 127 or 197.
Okay, so yeah, so and then there's only 3,000 and 5,000 of each edition. So that's still not a lot. There's 50,000 in the comics right now.
Yep.
Yeah, and so the secret rare they may it's not going to be released, I guess, in that one or that next one. But yeah, if you are into 007, or you also the other one was the rabbit one, come in and make sure you're following VeVe and seeing when the drops are, because right now drops are happening multiple times a week, and they are usually pretty low priced items, and then to come out and just be able, if you want to flip some of those to build them up, like my sister's been saying, holding those things have been the most rewarding. Some things are flips, and you may have to flip till you get built up to not have to do that. But it is time that also will take these, and also pay attention to drops. The price is going to usually go right up after a drop, just because maybe there's not as many listed on the market. Instead of all of them being listed, you only have maybe a quarter of them listed. So you don't have to necessarily also just buy immediately right after the drop. And sometimes you do. So it is important to pay attention to that. So these will be coming out. Is it the 2nd? Yes, October 2nd.
Yeah.
They are a little more lower in price. And like it's also with the set, with this one, you would have to have each one. So if you didn't get it in the drop, make sure you're coming back to the marketplace and seeing what they're coming out and get listed for and pick them up here and there. You also always have time to pick up the set, but with time, generally the price will go up.
Trust me, they will go up. I'm trying to complete a couple of sets still. And I'm like, okay, it's still reachable, but do I want to spend that kind of money?
That part. I'm happy with 6 or 7.
Yeah.
8 sets.
Like, how many sets do I really, really, really need?
And
you like, you need some more sets, but you like, oh, do I really want to spend some more money on that or just so? And then I got to hear from everybody, but like, when you got how many on VeVe stuff and you don't have that many sets?
That part. Like, how many you got and not that many sets? I got 7 sets. You probably got 40% more, and you ain't got. I mean, you just buying for the fun of it?
I was just buying. I was buying. I think one time I was like, okay, somebody had some stuff for sale. I was like, can I get like 20 of those? And so that was like, okay, that didn't. I mean, it's great. I'm still doing very well with them, but it would have been great to have gone back early on and bought some more of the ultra rares that I might have missed during the drop. But shoulda, coulda, would have. Now you got to either bite the bullet or you just got to say, okay, I missed that part. Let's try to move forward. But there's no moving forward because everything is doggone high. But it's good though. Again, I think it's really a good. Again, like we keep talking about it. It's a great thing for new people who are getting started. Again, as far as once they get do the transition, also to where you're not just be able to get gems, but you may be able to get crypto or whatever other way they're going to pay you. That's even going to bring more people in because that's been the hang up for most people. Like, well, hey, I really got to get gems back. Okay, or you got to get gems back for right now. I'm like, okay, I got. There's other ways, like I said, as far as if you're in different groups, you know how to get, you know how to work around it. But as far as most people will just get gems back. If you're selling stuff and you're getting more gems, try to find some other things to get invested, get some sets. Meaning all 5 of them if you need to. But that's good. But again, I think it's fantastic. I'm in.
Yep.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. Again, here's another one. Ripple, love them or hate them. I don't care which side you're on. I don't even care. That's even irrelevant. What I see is $250 million.
Okay, that part. That 250.
I say 250. So $250 million is that they're investing. For NFT creators. That's huge. And just I think you were saying the same. Earlier to me about even as far as how Sandbox. They're doing some of the same things.
Yeah, they'll create funds or raise money for people that are going to want to create on their site and come and build, or they can apply to get some of that funds and be able to build out what they want to build out. So it's so many jobs also being created in this industry for people, especially even if coding or not coding, whatever you may do. Some of them don't even require that you have to code. They have the program built out, and you just have to learn how to build out on it. So these companies are getting a lot of money to make sure that they can pull in talented people to come in and build out on the NFT space on their exchanges, because it's going to be so much room for people that they just need the people. And a lot of people aren't looking into this space, but even for jobs, like there are so many jobs. If you're in Discords and stuff, you'll see every company or most companies are hiring. It's just that people don't know that those jobs are there. And a lot of people in crypto don't want to work for nobody. So that's not why they got
their own stuff.
crypto.
Like, oh, I'm gonna be the boss over here. I understand what they're saying though. I'm like, shoot, because you think about it, they be like, well, shoot, and actually, not that it's not no money, but you like, okay, am I gonna go pay like get paid $50,000, $100,000, or am I gonna create my NFT and get paid millions?
Yeah.
So the people who are techie have figured that out. They're leaving a lot of these companies.
That's right.
Because they know how to create the NFT. They just need to know what NFT to create. And so once they figure out those pieces, everybody gonna be looking for workers.
Yeah. Everybody.
Let me learn how. It's huge. All right, let's keep moving. I know we've been no time.
Oh, so this only running, I was bringing this one up only because a lot of times when you're in other project, it will entitle you to other NFT projects. Like this one is specifically Stoner Cats, which is another project that Ashton Kutcher, you got Chris Rock, and a lot of other people that are actually in that project. As you can see here, this one allows you to get to the private sale if you were a Stoner Cat holder. So there are a lot of benefits to holding certain NFTs. We know that even places like NBA Top Shot and stuff do that as well. A lot of different platforms or NFT projects try to help another project out or give you benefits for being a holder in a certain project, entitle you to one that's going to be coming out. So this one is going to be specific. If you do have a Stoner Cat or considering owning a Stoner Cat, this one will entitle you to come into the public sale or private sale. You do have to go into the Discord. And just to let people know, if you have a lot of NFTs and you're not in those communities Discord, you have no idea what you're entitled to. You have no idea what they're giving out, and you just don't know what's going on. So Discord is everything for each project, no matter what it is. You don't know what you may be missing out on. And some of these look really graphically, even if you're not into some of the stuff like that, but knowing who's part of it, maybe even what projects they did give right to it, because Bored Apes do the same thing. They get into certain projects before other people because you may hold that. So this is if you have a Stoner Cat or are thinking about getting Stoner Cats, you can go into that Discord now and register for the private sale.
Thank you. And sometimes I'm not as active in Discords because, like, I'm gonna skip one real quick. Like Nirmala, she was a part of our private group, our one-on-ones. That sent this to me this morning in a group chat. It was like, hey, has anyone heard about this project? I was like, no, that's not one I've looked at. But then when after looking at it, I was like, okay, it's kind of interesting. Go to the Discord, and there's like 50,000 people in the Discord. I'm like, whoa, what happened? It was like they kept saying this is one of the fastest growing Discords record time on the whole Discord. And I was like, well, what are these people over here talking about? But then again, here's a benefit. You have a Bored Ape, you automatically can get whitelisted. I was like, oh, I had missed that one. But so if you own, I appreciate you for putting this out there.
Yes. And then even the timing of getting whitelisted is important because they may only get like 4,000 of those. So stand up and being like on their Twitters or in their Discords, finding out stuff, searching stuff. You need to know because sometimes there's a certain quantity that they may give a cutoff, and you might be too late to get in there on that whitelist.
Yeah. So they are doing this is going to be coming out in 13 days. Like I said, I'll still do some more research on it. It gives me time to go on and research this particular project. But at the same time, if you can be whitelisted, and there's some other perks as far as other ways for you to be whitelisted. But they're giving 4,000 out. There's only the public sale's only going to have $1,999.
It's over.
It's over.
As quick as it started, it was already over.
When you push the button, it's over.
To the point you'd be like, do I even want to try?
I don't want to lose that
if you don't try, you ain't going to get it. But
So this Discord is moving like crazy fast. So again, another project. Like I said, I'll definitely do some more research on it. But it will not hurt me to go on and try to get whitelisted in case it is one of the ones that you want to get in on. Because again, when you're trying to get in on the mint price, I think the mint price was 0.08 or something. I saw a little earlier. If it turns out to be a very good project, that could instantly, it's actually there, 0.07 is what the mint price is going to be. That could instantly be something else that you get that's going to be worth thousands and thousands of dollars that you got for owning a particular NFT. Okay, so that's that one. All right, let me go on to this one. Back to this one.
Oh yes. So today TikTok did announce that they are going to be allowing their content and creators to start sharing their moments. They do have these artists first that they will be allowing to come out and create, or even companies, as you can see, Artifact is actually even listed on there. And so it is a way for now those moments, or even viral moments, for the people that are creating a lot of content to sell those moments. You have Gary V. Mm-hmm. And so you have a lot of people that are in this space that are have a very that have a heavy impact on the space itself, that you will now be able to come in and buy some of their moments that they do release on TikTok. It does not say how they're going to be tokenizing that or how they're going to release it. I don't know if that's going to be straight to the fan, but they will have a site that they will also release more information about this. And so just to say how important this is, it may not seem like it's anything, but most of your kids are probably on TikTok. You may it don't even matter. It may not make sense to you, but most of them are on TikTok. And so I think in another article that we have, it does show that they're at about 1 billion users. That is game changing, even for the fact that they will be able to start hearing about NFTs through the TikTok platform. Yeah. We need all of that. Anything that mainstream can happen. When you have a platform that has 1 billion users, and now we're going to use artists and highly influential people to start reaching out to people and even hear the NFT word, that's great actually for the community and everything aboard. So I did want to share this one. It is going to be TikTok. They're going to be releasing on Immutable, and the first artist that they did have it will be the Lil Nas X. And so pay attention. You may not be into this artist. Your kids may be into this artist. So it don't have to be for you. It's for somebody.
It's for somebody.
It's for somebody. And so other artists will also release, but just knowing that this will now start getting out there to the everyday people. And like I said, the fact that they just announced there are already 1 billion users. They already have lineups for different creators and content creators to be able to do this. I'm not 100% sure how they're going to do it. Like if the moment is going to be a release moment, if it's going to be a viral moment, but just pay attention to TikTok or even Immutable. Immutable has been dropping and merging with people all week.
Immutable, right? This is them right here. They back on there. They've been moving. I think a lot of stuff, but those transactions are going to they're keeping the fees down. Definitely going to help them.
No, yes, that will kill a project.
It will kill a project. I like in a hurry. All right, I'm gonna skip one over. I'm just going to go to this one right here. All right. Let's talk about the meta key. I know some people got them. Some people did not get them. We'll talk about that because we're gonna respect your time. So the meta key. I mean, and I know if you're in the Discord, you've heard the good and you've heard the bad. The drop was supposed to go one way. Drop didn't go the way it was supposed to go. Totally. I get both sides. I get the frustration. I get it. But for me, I think the thing that kind of caught my attention today was that even as bad as things were, and even yesterday when Maddie came out after everything went south, not because everything didn't go south. I'm not saying everything went south, so I'm not saying that in that context. It didn't go as planned. I think it took guts to come out and have to say something to your Discord or say something live to people as people were just blowing you up, but to take the heat and what I did like was that he said he didn't blame it on Rarible, because I think a lot of time when we're in the NFT space or you're in different projects, people will always blame something on someone else and be like, well, oh, that their site messed up or this messed up. I think he could have said some of those things, but he didn't. And to me, that kind of gave me a like, okay, I think I'm in a good project. But Jessica, let's go ahead. You can go right ahead.
I'm trying to be nice. No, because Maddie's great. I'm not
Yeah,
even
Maddie's
gonna
pretty
go
good.
into everything about how I think things went because I got my own theory of how stuff was done. But honestly, when the Medikey did come out, of course, as we do know, there was no set limit on how many you can get. So those of us,
Yeah.
we were trying to get it immediately. They dropped the link early, 15 minutes before. And so we did try to get in there and get some of it. Some were lucky to get some, but most did not and maybe had to go to the secondary. So I'm not going to go into what I think might have happened and go deep like that. But he did try to come out and make it better. I am
Yeah.
still on standby of buying my key right now. I will buy it, but I know that because what goes up usually does come out down. And
Mhm.
because there were so many things that happened yesterday, you already know the community. Some were going to be upset, and so that generally will cause prices on anything to go down. That can break your project. I think it's still going to be an awesome project. I am waiting for the price to go down or come back up. It's staying about zero point 0.4 now. It
Mhm.
was almost at point as half
Okay.
high as a half an ETH yesterday. So paying attention if you do want to buy it. The more time I do give things time. If it's going down, it's going down now. I know I can always catch it up, but if it's going down right now, there are so many people that still have quantities of 50 in them or more, and so they're also I don't know how tight their hands are, but they are going to want to get rid of some of them over time. So it just depends on how the sale went, who bought them. I don't know what the connection was or who might have bought them, but they could have a whole system in place that you're gonna list two, I'm gonna list two, and I'm gonna list two, and so the price won't go down. But right now, it is at look 0.37. So
Okay.
you didn't have to rush in there to go get it afterwards. It may even continue to come down just because of how many wallet holders. There's still only 2.9 owners out of 7,500. And so it may continue to come down, especially for those people that have those 50 counts. There was quite a bit of people that got up to 50, 25, or even 100 of these keys. So just pay attention over time. Like even when you pay attention to this one, it said 15 at the price for 3.7. So it was going to be 15 times 3.7 in the total that you would have had to spend for that one purchase, even though it was the lowest. But you can still come over here, give it time. If you're not, you can secure one right now. If you're scared the price is going to go back up, you can secure one right now if you're okay with spending a higher price. If not, you can try to see how the price is going to settle out over the next few days because generally they will settle out and then you'll be able to see where the bottom actually is going to come at or the
Yeah, 'cause I do.
floor.
I do see some because this is a new
Look,
person. They didn't have the bluest chips. They must have come in and bought because they didn't have 98. They weren't on the top yesterday. I don't
okay, but
remember
look, I
seeing
mean,
this
just
name.
how many one holds?
But I think some of these people are still buying. So my thought is like I said, I do have some. I'm not gonna. I have some already. I when I see someone that maybe someone here has 15 of these for sale for 0.37. Could they have bought them cheaper? I don't know. They might have bought them at the floor. That's a great flip for them. They're going to make some very good money by having 15. They could have been one of the people who got the 100 count when they did the transaction because I think as Maddie was saying, he couldn't control on Rarible the number that they could have contracted. But like I said, look in hindsight is 2020. So for me, I said I give them the benefit of the doubt. And one other
Yep.
thing that I think was pretty classy was like because I knew some people who was in their Discord. I personally know someone who was in their Discord and got one of the scam links. Clicked the scam link, thought they bought it for point 0.2. Lo and behold, found out that was a scam link. When you buy a scam link or you buy something and it's not the real link, you pretty much lost your money. But what I did like about what Maddie and them did on that is that in their Discord, they did post that they refunded all of those people their money back.
That's
And
awesome.
and that's like to me that speaks volume of your business. That speaks volume of who you are and what your business means because
Mm-hmm.
it would have been easy to say that when the person reached out to me and said, well, hey, I got one at point 0.2, and I was like, well, hey, it doesn't look right because the number of owners is not the correct number of owners. There's like at the time there was over several thousand of over 2,000 owners. The one that they had there was only like I don't know if it was hundreds of owners or not, and I don't think it was in hundreds. And I was like, I don't think you have the right link. And so after investigating, we're like, okay, I was like, I'm sorry, but you got a scam one. So when I calculated yesterday, it was over $64,000 that someone had scammed that many people out of on that particular drop. More people still bought because when I looked at the numbers in the Discord from what they were saying on the Medikey Discord, it was like 90 people. So do the math. 90 people paying $500 to $600 each. That's some big money that someone made scamming people like that quick. And for Maddie and
Less
him to
than an
come back and
hour, he made almost 65,000.
scamming. And you're not going to be able to trace him. You're not going to be able to go back and say, well, oh yeah, that was such and such. He probably burned that wallet and that money's gone, been gone. He probably, it's not the only drop that he's been, whoever this scammer is. Because the thing was, is in the wallet, the scammer was really good because he even had like, it had to be fake CryptoPunk stuff in his wallet, fake CryptoPunk shoes and stuff in his wallet, to where it really looked like they were like legit and like they were really like somewhat the real deal. But that it's going to be important, when you're in some of these discords, that you're looking. And for me, I only click links when they come in the announcement. If they're in the announcement section on their Discord, that's the link. Because I know most of the time those are like moderators that can only put information in the announcement. So I'll definitely click on that link and go directly there to buy. That's what we did yesterday. But again, I think it speaks volumes of the company for them to refund the people back their money, because they didn't have to, but it's a really good thing that they did, simply because, again, because of the way the drop went, because of the way some people felt about them dropping the link early, 15 minutes early instead of 10 minutes early. Because I know some people who hadn't been, either if you hadn't been listening to them, whether it was live or whatever, you didn't know that there was even going to be a 10-minute window for people who were in the Discord to get on early. So it went from 10 minutes to 15 minutes. It's one of those scenarios. Like I said, it pays to be in people's Discords. If you're a part of projects, pay attention to their Discord, especially when you know those drops are coming. Sometimes there are benefits of being in the Discords, because sometimes they do drop the link earlier for members who are loyal, who's been with them in their Discords earlier than out to the public. Because if you were literally waiting until 3:00 yesterday to try to get a meta key, they were gone. Like in minutes. You didn't have a chance.
I'm sorry. Let me just make sure you know. If you was there 15 minutes early, you didn't have a chance. I was there. I was there 15 minutes early. I was talking to my niece. I got one. I got another one. I got another. What? I'm like, is it a 5G connection? Is it 4G? What is it? Do I have to turn power everything off, or what is happening? But it does pay to be in the Discord, so you was there, but some things you still won't have any control of.
I was, because Majesty was able to buy them yesterday, and I was like, listen, just whatever money you got, just keep buying them. I said, you got your aunties that need some. I said, I'm trying to get multiple. Your daddy already told me to get him two. I was like, just keep buying. I was like, just go until you can't see the screen no more. Because as soon as I went on to click, my screen went white. I think it was a buy button. I clicked the buy button, and then it went to a white screen. I was like, it's over. I was like, it's over. And so, but Majesty somehow was able to go on and start buying. I was like, please. I was like, just don't leave the screen. Just try to see if you can buy some. I'm trying to transfer money over to her quick. And I was like, did it get there? Did the money get there yet? So, but we were blessed to get some. So right. I'm not here to complain, to say that I didn't get any. I did get some yesterday. But again, I think when you're looking at projects, whether they go good or they go bad, in a lot of these NFT projects, you got to understand, you don't even get to really see who owns the company. Most of the time, you don't. You just don't. It's one of those scenarios where it's just everybody's anonymous when they come out. But for him to come out again and fall on the sword, because he was literally like on the sword, there was like no moving. You can't dodge this one. Mm-mm. People were not being nice about it, and I think even people. So there is a section where I'm in, because I own all three of the meta keys. That people even in that section were saying things like, well, hey, man, at least the people who have been here should have been entitled to do certain things. But it's a give and take. Like I said, he's trying to do things to open it up for a lot of people. And no matter which side you go on it, you're not going to be right. No matter which answer you give, you're not going to be right. So all you can do is, and it's a lesson for all of us. If you're looking at doing NFT projects, if you're wrong on some things, come out and say, hey, I was wrong on that. I missed that. Be honest about it. And I think people will have more respect for you for doing that versus sitting there trying to hide behind things and saying, well, oh no, it was completely Rarible's fault, or it's complete. Then people really will get upset with you. Okay. All right. What's someone asking me, trying to go over to the questions. Eternal sign. Okay. Mark Cuban. Yeah. The Mark Cuban Coinbase. Yeah. We talked about the Mark Cuban thing the other day. With that. Right. Yeah. We talked about that the other day. The Eternal. Yep. Good stuff, Kevin. Yep, that was on the. We did that the other day on the segment. Okay, just that's what we have for tonight. You know, out of respect for time, I know it's already we've already hit our mark at 7 o'clock. Some of the other things we have, we'll talk to you guys again on next Tuesday about if we missed anything that we were supposed to talk about tonight, which I know we did. We will definitely talk to you again on Tuesday, but we want to make sure we respect your time for the time you've taken away from your family. Just you
Oh
have
yeah,
anything
just
else?
let me add something else real quick.
Mm-hmm.
There was an announcement that I didn't get to read about the Gods Unchained. So there is stuff going on with that if you are an American citizen. So just make sure before, and it may only be related to the token, the cards and stuff should be good to go. But you guys can also look into that and research that. There was a new drop of cards that did come out for the Gods Unchained, because since we won't probably be on until Tuesday. So if you do want to look at to that new Divine, you can do that. But I did say there is something else going on, I think, with the token that Americans will not be entitled to right now on the whitelist. So we do have cards from the previous drop.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new one here, but I just wanted to put that information out there just in case people are buying or not sure how that token issue is going. There's some information you can go research and find out about.
Good. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, do some research on these particular things. So once again, thank you all so much for hopping on with us this evening. Hopefully you've got some value out of some of the things we've shared with you all. Continue just share with your friends and family about our Facebook group, and rather also on our YouTube channel and on Twitter. If you've not friended us or on Twitter, please do that. That would be awesome. But again, we thank you so much for hopping on with us this evening. Once again, you guys have a fantastic evening, and then we will see you all on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Have a good one.
All right, you guys have a good one.